Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do constructions that are found in your textbook on page 43. And this is going to be our basic construction. So we're just getting started with our very first construction here. And the first thing that we're going to construct that is on page 43 is going to be a congruent segment. Okay. So that's the very first one that we're going to construct is the congruent segment. And so what I need to do in order to construct a congruent segment is to start with a line segment. So I'm going to just draw a line segment right here, and I'm going to call this particular line segment AB. Okay, and you can call it whatever you want, doesn't matter, but I'm going to call it AB. So in order to construct this segment, the very first thing I want to do is start with a ray. And you'll notice as we move through these that most of them start with a ray. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and construct a ray. Okay. And this ray can be as long as I want it to be, but if I'm being smart, I obviously want it to be longer than the segment I'm trying to match, right? And I'm going to call this particular point at the beginning of the ray XY. So what I'm going to attempt to do here is to construct a segment XY so that AB and XY are congruent. Okay, so that's what I'm attempting to do. So I started with this ray and it starts with X. Now, the next thing I want to do is to get my compass. Okay, and I'm going to take my compass and I want to put the pointy end on A, right? And then I want to put, that's not what I wanted you to do. And I want to put, nope. And I want to put the pencil end on B, okay? Now, once I've done that, I want to tighten up my compass, okay? It's really important that as you're selecting tools to work with geometry, that you get a compass that will tighten up, okay? And you can keep it from moving, because if you set the distance and you can't keep it tight, then as you start to construct, it's going to move, okay? So the next thing I'm going to do is take this compass, now that I've got it fixed, at the same place, right? Don't change it at all. And I'm going to put now the pointy end on X. You see that? I didn't change the width of it at all. Does everybody notice that I did not change the width? Because it's nice and tight. Okay. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw an arc right here with my compass at that particular width. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to make a point right here at the intersection of my ray and this arc, and I'm going to call this Y. Okay? And that's how you construct a congruent segment, right? Now, how do I check? How do I check? Yeah, I'm going to check with the ruler. So what I want to do is get my ruler and check the distance and make sure. Okay, now if I've done this correctly and I've been very careful, then I will get the same distance for AB as I get for XY, and they will be a congruent segment.